Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get this beautiful blowout look with just a curling iron with a clamp that will last multiple days. So all you're going to need is just a curling iron with a clamp. It doesn't really matter the size. This one is 1 inch, but as long as it has a clamp, like, you'll get the same type of look. A heat protectant spray, 2 claw clips, and a hair tie or a scrunchie or whatever. So one of the things I think is the most important to get this look is the sectioning, because the volume needs to be like stacked. That way it'll stay big and it'll last longer. So how I section my hair, as you can see, I have very like flat, no volume hair. Like there's just kind of nothing going on. So I do this look all the time and I get so many compliments on it. And I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I know what I'm talking about. So how I section it is I just section it in half down the back. And I take one side and I clip it off, or I hair tie it off, like so. Okay, now make sure there are no tangles, because those tangles will get burned more and you'll get more heat damage. Okay, I go right from my eyebrow across to create like a perfect split in 2. Then I would just clip this off to the top of my head, like that. Okay, now with my heat protectant spray, I spray each individual section instead of spraying my whole head as a whole, just to make sure I really like get everything and there's no heat damage that's gonna be happening. Okay, just brush it through. Okay, for the actual curl, take about a section that is like as wide as your barrel. You see? So, for the left side of your head, open your clamp, have it upwards, pull down, twist, pull down, twist, pull down, twist, and then just twist all the way up vertically. That way you'll get more volume. Until you feel it be warm. When it's time to take your curl out, unravel it a little bit, pull down, but don't unclamp, and then once you get to the bottom, unclamp. This is how your curl should look. Now I just throw them all to the back and put them behind my ear, and I continue that process until my whole section is done. So curl, pull down, and wrap. Okay, I'm on my last piece for the first section. Pull down, unclip. Okay, so now I like to wait to brush them out until I have everything. That way I can kind of shape it how I want to. So next, unclip your top part. I just clip back the part that I've already done. Just like that. That way I don't really get confused. Now, I have a lot of layers in the front. I have a lot of face framing layers, so if you have that too, I'm going to show you how to section your hair, that way it'll look the best. So I just brush it all down like this, and then I pull until all the layers come out. Then I just take the layers to the side, separate them, drop my other clip. I don't know where it went. Clip it off to the top of my head again. Okay, so basically you're just gonna repeat exactly what you did for these parts. Don't forget your heat protectant. Clamp up, pull down, twist, pull down, twist, pull down, and then just wrap it vertically like so, and I'll get back to you once I have the rest done. Okay, so my last piece is done. So now it's time for my favorite part, which is the front pieces. just take my little small chunks like that. Hold on. Like this. And I pull it outwards, and then I just have the clamp like out with the hair, you know? Like that. Pull down. And then I just wrap it back up all the way to the root, and then we wait. I'll get back to you once it's time to do the very front pieces. Okay, one last piece on the first side. Now, I like my front pieces to have that bend kind of curtain bang look. So if you like that too, this is how I do mine. So I start way at the top, I pull down to about the middle, flip, and I go down. And I just don't bring it back up all the way to the top again. I just kind of go like that. So there's about like 2 inches of hair right there that I just leave. Wait for it to get hot. My bangs are the first to fall, so I definitely kind of leave this one a little bit longer. That way it's hotter and so it'll stay longer. To be good. Perfect. So that's gonna brush out really nice. Now let's do the next side. Okay, so the next set of hair, it's basically the same thing, just flipped, because you want the hair to be curled away from your face to get the most volume. So just brush it out, take the end of your eyebrow, go across to get that perfect split in half sectioning. Clip it up. Okay. Now, this I think is the hardest part. When I was learning how to curl my hair, I really struggled with flipping it so it would be away from my face, and I would walk around with curls that were just in the same direction, which is definitely not the look I'm going for. So let me show you how to do this. So I think it's easiest to take your section, take your curling iron, put the clamp upside down so it's facing the floor. Put it in, pull down, flip it up and away. Pull down, up and away. Pull down, up and away. And then flip it so it's vertical again. Just wrap it right back up. Let it sit for a little bit so it can set and get nice and hot. Now, same thing that we did on the other side. Twist away from your face a little. Pull down. Unclamp. Perfect. Okay. Again, I just throw them. Let's do one more piece. Clamp towards the bottom. Pull down. Flip up and away. Pull down. Up and away. Pull down. Up and away. Wrap. I like to try to wrap it so that the hair covers the entire barrel. That way it all gets evenly as hot. Okay, unwrap a little, pull down, and unclamp. Perfect. I'm gonna go finish this section, and I'll do the rest of my head. I section the same on both sides. I pull out my layers and just do the same thing on both sides, and I'll be back to show you when it's time to brush out. Okay, now that all my curls are intact, I know you're thinking that looks absolutely terrible, but here's where all the magic happens. Take your brush. I brush my front pieces back like this, and I take all of it, and I just go through it. Like so. Okay, now I'm gonna put it where I want it, and I'll show you the final result. Okay, here's the back. And then from the front, I just kind of fluff it with my hands a little. But yeah, that's how I get my hair to look like it's been blown out professionally at home in like 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you try it out and let me know if you like it.